Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Come on in. I'm your gracious host, Mr. Dave Allgood, and joining me today, look, it's Jackie Purcell, everybody. Give her a big hand. All right.
A big hand.
Jackie is here in the house. So nice to see you, and you look very nice today.
Oh, thank you so
very
much.
bright, very summery. I kind of like the weather. It's beautiful outside.
Well,
today.
it is a nice afternoon out there, actually. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's you. That's me.
That's right.
I was starting to get chatty. Look
I
at
have
me.
something to tell you about. Well, you never think when you sit in the emergency exit row on a plane, you might have to open it, or better yet, stop somebody from jumping out of the plane. We hear from the man who is being hailed as a hero.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. And it's been scientifically proven that having an attitude of gratitude is good for your mind, body, and soul, and it just makes you a happier human. I asked a few Alaskans what they're grateful for, and we want to mention, well, that's an all good news. And we also want to mention today is also Don Young Day, in honor of the late congressman who served Alaskans for 49 years in the U.S. House of Representatives. And get this, he was first elected to the U.S. House in 1973.
Yeah, I was around. I wasn't old, but I was around.
Yeah, and yeah, what amazing. He worked tirelessly, I'm told, for Alaskans.
Yeah,
so, yeah, good
exactly.
man. Anyway, back to the weather. It's nice out. The birds are enjoying it in our parking lots.
Yes. So
and
I
I'm
guess
enjoying it.
let me skip to my loo over there.
Yes.
Look at our current
Yeah.
situation. We have cloudy skies here into the Anchorage area, out at Ship Creek on the breezy side. Dave, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jackie. Two adults, here are your top four, by the way, at four. Two adults have been found dead in the Trapper Creek area. Alaska State Troopers say the bodies belong to 30-year-old Sunday Powers from Fairbanks and 34-year-old Anchorage resident Kami Clark. They also found Powers' vehicle. Troopers say their deaths are being investigated as a murder. Powers had been reported missing late last month. Troopers say investigators do not think the killings were random. Troopers are asking anyone with information to call them or submit details through the AK Tips app. Parts of Minnesota Drive will be closed tonight through Monday morning. The Department of Transportation says starting at 7 p.m., drivers, walkers, and bikers will not be able to get between 15th and 26th Avenue. Crews will be working on the pavement preservation project. DOT says the road is slated to be reopened Monday at 5:30 a.m. And two brothers from Nome brought home a big win. Oliver Wilson Hogendorn made it to the final race in the new reality TV show, A Race to Survive Alaska. The participants used their survival skills and were filmed over a 40-day period across Ketchikan, Kodiak, and Cordova. The brothers got $500,000 grand prize. Good for them, $500,000. And the Pentagon says it's sending more than $2 billion worth of air defense systems and ammunition to Ukraine. In a statement today, it says Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative is funding the package. The Pentagon says the initiative gives it the authority to work with industry partners. It says it plans to continue to provide more support for Ukraine down the line. And former President Trump has been indicted on 37 felony counts stemming from his handling of classified documents after leaving the White House. Federal prosecutors accusing the former president of misleading federal investigators in order to hold on to sensitive materials that he knew were still classified, and in two instances, showing the documents to people without security clearances. Alice Barr has the latest from Washington.
Uncharted territory today for former President Donald Trump, the United States legal system, and the American public watching the first felony indictment against a former U.S. president unfold. The now unsealed indictment includes 37 felony counts tied to allegations that Mr. Trump mishandled classified documents improperly stored at his Mar-a-Lago estate and resisted the government's efforts to get them back. Independent Special Counsel Jack Smith making a rare public statement.
Our laws that protect national defense information are critical for the safety and security of the United States, and they must be enforced.
Mr. Trump on the attack, accusing the Department of Justice of orchestrating a political witch hunt after announcing the indictment himself last night on his Truth Social platform.
I'm an innocent man. I did nothing wrong. And we will fight this out just like we've been fighting for 7 years.
The charges include a violation of the Espionage Act related to mishandling sensitive national defense information, as well as conspiracy to obstruct and making false statements. The indictment alleges that on 2 occasions in 2021, Mr. Trump shared classified material with people without security clearances, including one document described as a plan of attack and another classified map related to a military operation. A Trump aide, Walt Nauta, is also under indictment. He's come under scrutiny for allegations he moved boxes of documents at Mar-a-Lago after a subpoena was issued to get them back. Former President Trump, who announced a new legal team today, is expected to surrender to a federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday. A court official telling NBC News a Trump-appointed judge, Aileen Cannon, was randomly chosen to oversee the trial, the same judge who a higher court criticized for handing Mr. Trump a series of unusually favorable rulings early in the investigation. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Senator Dan Sullivan released a statement about the indictment. He said, in part, as I previously stated, the worst thing for our country is for Americans to start to believe that the Justice Department and FBI provide two tiers of justice and that the indictment of a former president and current candidate for the White House is unprecedented and will almost certainly do lasting damage to our polarized nation. And Senator Murkowski said, in part, as I've stated before, no one is above the law, but every American is innocent until proven guilty. Still, the charges in this case are quite serious and cannot be casually dismissed. Mishandling classified documents is a federal crime because it can expose national secrets as well as the sources and methods that they were obtained through. And Representative Mary Peltola's office released a statement just moments ago. She said, I'm aware of the most recent indictment that has been issued against former President Trump and will entrust the legal system to adjudicate this matter. As a member of the legislative branch, I will continue to focus on advocating for Alaskans in Congress. And Governor Dunleavy posted his comments on Twitter this morning. He said, to indict a former sitting president is unprecedented. This is a sad day for our country and Republican form of government. There is no denying President Trump is the most persecuted president in our country's history. I'm afraid the American people will continue to lose trust in our governmental institutions. This sets a terrible precedent. Well, still ahead, calling all Swifties.
Taylor Swift fans are going.
As Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour hits stadiums across the country, fans are finding unique ways to honor the icon's sense of style. Naomi Ruckham shows us how Swifties make the stadium shimmer and the impact it's having on the fashion industry.
Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
And I will tell you, when I first saw Swifties, I thought it was that broom, that's a wet broom. And I know that's not what it is. All right, now, ticket sales from Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, are projected to bring in more than, get this, $1 billion. I want to be a Swiftie, too. All right, here's a look at what's coming up at 5 right here on CBS 5.
On this
Weather source.
Hey, everybody. You know, Jackie just doesn't do the weather for you guys. She does it for the people in the booth. They're going camping. They're like, Jackie, what's the weather like? Where was she? Where's she going? Where's
Kinnick.
Kinnick. She's going Kinnick. She goes,
Yeah.
Is it raining in Kinnick? That's our producer in there, Michaela. Anyway, what's the weather look like for us here in Anchorage and the rest of the state?
Well, I think the Anchorage area is still going to see some breezy conditions as we head into before that rain arrives here on Monday for the South Central region and Anchorage included, Dave.
Yeah, occasional is a good word. Breezy.
Isolated, widespread. I like all those words.
And
when
what
it
was the
comes
big
to-
word you used for the short for?
Oh, Saginaw-Verktok River.
Boom. Drop the mic.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. That's why you're over there and I'm over here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. When we come back, everybody, what would you do if the person next to you opened the exit door while the plane was landing? After you stopped screaming, one man had to find out. We'll hear from him next.
Alaska's news source.
It's one of those questions I always ask, right place, wrong time, wrong place, right time.
Yeah.
This guy is being hailed as a hero, a man credited with stepping in to help during the Asiana flight incident last month. He speaks out. He says he thought he was going to die.
Well, that's after another passenger allegedly opened the emergency exit door as the flight was about to land in South Korea. Paula Hancock has the details.
It turned
With some special skills, details ahead.
So, what are you grateful for? Turns out an attitude of gratitude has healing effects on the mind and body and just makes you feel better. That's today's All Good News.
What are you grateful for?
News source.
It's Friday. We made it, everybody. All right. From a teen's epic Lego creation to an actor now recreating himself off the screen at age 90. David Daniel has details in our Hollywood Minute.
Use the news. This time of year 62. So, yet to break average on a consistent basis.
That's all right. You know, I've always been below average.
I'm comfortable
And
with average.
I made it to TV. I don't know how this happened. I have no idea how
Yeah.
this happened. So thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Jackie. All right, coral reefs are shrinking in the U.S. and around the world, as Ian Lee reports.
News Source.
All right, big news, Jackie. It turns out being thankful can have many positive health effects. Studies show practicing gratitude can lead to more connected relationships.
Yeah, even less depression, more motivation, and better overall mental well-being. So Dave and photojournalist Rachel McFerrin went to find out what people are grateful for.
Come out and see, with all the negative news, what's something you're grateful for?
My family is happy and healthy and doing well. What else could you ask for?
Right? Gratitude. They say people who are grateful are a lot more happy.
So I thought I'd come out here and talk to people at New Sagai, where I get my coffee every day when I take my little break. And I asked them, what are they grateful for? Because I think we need a little more gratitude, right? And also, what do they love about Anchorage?
Like I said, I'm grateful for life, you know, waking up every day.
And so you're grateful for?
A Copper River red salmon that's on sale.
You're filming me? What for?
I do the my name's Dave Allgood. I do the Allgood News.
Positive news is I love my grandchildren and I get to go see them today. You're not going to put me on TV, are you?
Probably. Yes, and this will be
Well,
on.
Linda seemed so grateful.
Well, hello there. What are you grateful for? Well, hold on. What was that again?
My Milk-Bone cologne?
You have the best breath. Tic Tacs, can I ask you what you're grateful for today?
I'm grateful that it's not raining currently.
You sure? Sure, don't be afraid of the mic. Oh, they're afraid of the mic.
Well, not everybody wanted to share.
Hey, Roxy, come here.
Even Roxy got a little camera shy, but not for long.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and we're asking people what they're grateful for.
Oh my God, for this weather. I'm grateful for everything.
Oh.
I mean, how can you not be grateful for being alive, for having family?
Mike, tell me something you're grateful for today.
I'm grateful for being above ground.
Well, that's keeping it simple, right? Now, here's Grandma and Granddaughter, Mimi and Raya.
How are you today?
Good.
And who's this friend with you?
My grandma.
Aw, and you guys are holding hands. Do you like holding Grandma's hand?
Yes.
I'm grateful that I'm having lunch with my granddaughter.
Tell me one great thing about Anchorage.
We have some of the greatest trails in the state.
Look up at the mountains. What else? Where do you have a view like that every day? It's beautiful.
And back to our happy Eva here. I thought her personalized license plate was Lady Hulk. It was Lady Hawk. Oops.
Oh, yeah.
In the end, gratitude, lots of hugs, right?
God, you can get 2 hugs.
Eva even dished out a hug for our camera person, Rachel.
Thank you for giving
And that's
good news.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
something positive.
We always do.
the All Good News.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, even when she said, I want to give the camera person a hug too. So I
love
took
that.
the camera and we shot Rachel getting a little hug there.
That's
so.
great.
Yeah, more benefits of gratitude. Experts say it alleviates pain, improves overall health, and helps people sleep better, and they're more like Eva. Yeah.
Yes, and grateful people tend to make healthier food choices, and they say it can even change your brain and outlook on life for the better.
I'm hopeful. Are you?
I am.
All right. I'm hopeful.
Optimistic.
Yeah, I think there's a tease coming. All right, coming back to dry ground. Still ahead. Here.
And as far as that 7-day forecast, Dave, check it out. You know, you can kind of see it over my shoulder. There it is. Thank you, control room. 61 degrees and 59 for Sunday. Sun breaks, though. I think that's a positive as we head into the weekend.
I like the little sunbreak, the little sprinkle of sunshine. And then, I used to have a kid I taught, I was a substitute for middle school, and he called rain earth juice.
Earth juice, I love that.
And water, earth juice. Give me some earth juice. He thought he was funny. You know those little middle schoolers. All right.
Cloud juice.
Cloud juice. There you go. You got to squeeze it. Emerging from life underwater, speaking of earth juice, at least for the past 100 days.
Dr. Joseph Deturi is a medical researcher and diving explorer. Today, he surfaced from below the waters of the Florida Keys after 100 days conducting marine habitat research. During the mission called Project Neptune 100, the focus was on how the human body and mind respond under these conditions. Deturi also set a new record, beating the 73 days in the underwater lodge set back in 2014.
It was never about the record. It was about drawing a line in the sand and moving that needle, extending human tolerance for the underwater world, extending human tolerance for an isolated, confined, extreme environment.
Yeah, you got gills. Do you see him? I'm kidding. Deturi says right now he's just enjoying being above the water and enjoying the warmth of the sun.
Yeah. In November, he plans to present his research findings at the World Extreme Medical Conference in Scotland.
Yeah.
For him.
There you go. And no DoorDash for him. So
Yeah.
They don't have any underwater DoorDash. So
Maybe pizza delivery at times, you know.
Maybe SpongeBob. All right, noisy neighbors are sometimes the bane of our existence. Still ahead, some neighbors found the surprising source of the sound. That's up next on CBS 5 at 4. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. People living in one Maryland community are at their wits' end due to a nosy neighbor. Noisy, but it's not what you might think. It's a constant sales pitch from a nearby convenience store. Kate Amara explains.
Thank you.
I just wonder why the people who were complaining didn't want to be on there. Like, they're afraid of 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven's great. They have Slurpees. All right, moving on. Still ahead, it's like you're fighting with your mom about who gets the umbrella when there's a second one right next door. Yeah, check out these on the pole. Where are they at? Look like they're on a pole. Still ahead, a pesky friend at your parents' retirement home and a scary unwanted guest in a truck. Details in a days. Today's take a look at this, and Jackie, she'll have another look at your forecast. What's the weekend look like? Well, Jackie will tell you. That's coming up on CBS 5 at 4. Thanks for watching, everybody.